Welcome. Welcome to another episode of the NexGen show. Today we have a very interesting guest, and he is a fresh graduate in the field of public relations. Of course, we will talk to him about a lot of stuff beyond that. So on that note, I would like to welcome Adam Ang to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are now a fresh graduate, and you are looking in the job market. And what exactly are you looking for?
For some people, they're just looking for a job. They're just sending in resumes and everything, right? For me, the way I send my resume in to look for a job and so on. I look for companies that are that I feel like I can be a great help on. That's why I tried. That's why I love to specialize under public relations, right? Because as a person, I tend to talk a lot, right? So I feel like being under public relations, really, I get to meet a lot of people, do anything regarding public relations, whether it's on the desk or outside during an events and everything. I just love socializing with clients and everything, meeting new people. So just being able to help in that aspect is one thing that I enjoy.
You know, there are a lot of people who think that PR is about being sociable. But there are a lot of facets.
Yeah, definitely. So before I even started looking for a job, right? Before I started thinking of even looking for a job or applying for jobs, what I learned in PR, like in college, during college and everything, they only teach you the basics of what a PR practitioner does, stuff like a bit of writing, a bit of hosting events and everything, a bit of how you speak to clients, a bit of presentation, but it's not everything that you have to learn, maybe there's some stuff, sort of copywriting, maybe on how you host or organize events, or how you contact the media and how you deal with certain clients and how they are. So that's definitely one thing is very different, or not just socializing for a PR person. Yeah.
Well, you're right. Of course, people's skills matter. Yeah?
Definitely.
In whatever field you go into, because that's the world we live in.
Yeah, 100%.
What is your observation when it comes to the PR industry in Malaysia, just generally speaking? Do you see it is your career destination?
For me specifically, I wouldn't say it's 100% what I want to do, or what I would definitely look forward to do or set my mind on to. I tend to, because in PR, for me personally, I don't like to stay in one place, right? So it's not just about specifically applying to PR jobs or PR firms specifically. There are definitely other departments or other companies that I can work with and also do the same thing. Maybe under marketing, under advertising, also the same thing. But in general, I like to put myself out there and specifically try to, how do you put it? I don't really know how to put this, but just I try not to narrow myself down into just one path. I open up my path to just a few more doors, just so my opportunities, different opportunities will be a variety for me.
Well, your attitude is correct, and your observations are true, because even the industry is changing.
Definitely.
The PR industry of 10 years ago compared to the PR industry of today is different.
Very, very different, yeah. There are some companies I know that they start using AI for writing, like their copywriting, whether it's just newsletters or writing their press releases. Most of them start using AI, so they don't need as much PR practitioners anymore. And in terms of ideas, they get general ideas from AI and everything. So it's definitely different from back then.
Even PR companies go beyond their so-called definition of PR. Nowadays, a lot of companies claim to do a lot of things.
Yeah.
We can
Yeah.
do this also. We
That's
can do that
true.
also. You know,
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
do
yeah.
campaign also. We can do branding also. We can do logo also.
That's true. That's true.
So keeping an open mind and opening up yourself to these possibilities is the way to be lah. Yeah. Do you love writing in particular?
Funny story about this one actually. So when I started studying PR, or why I like to chose PR, even though I knew there were going to be some sort of writing involved, I'm not particularly. I don't particularly love writing. I don't mind writing, but I'm not exactly like great at it. I'm not a professional at it, but I've got the basics down on how to write a proper email or any sort of press releases or whatnot. I've got the basics down, but I'm not a professional in terms of writing. So when it came to why even though I don't really love writing, or why I still chose PR is mainly to meet new people. Just like I love socializing, meeting new friends. Back then, I think in high school as well. High school, I've joined multiple clubs, right? I've joined the road track club and everything. So
Yes.
it's like a random community service club. So all the experiences there made me realize that meeting new people is not just having new friends or meeting new clients or just having that bond, but you get to know what other people like to do as well.
Yes.
What other people's hobbies and everything, and maybe you can learn a thing or two from them. How they do things is definitely different
Yes.
from what you do things, right? So that's what really got me interested in PR, other than the writing part, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. The reason I ask is because in corporate communications, PR now has got many different
Yes.
definitions to it. The writing part is critical.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. But then there are general releases that
Yeah.
people generate, and they are customized releases which are specific. Well, that's another subject altogether. I started off in the business as a writer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love writing. That was a big difference. I could tolerate the silence, of facing the typewriter with nothing in my on the paper. I could tolerate that and generate in that space. But you got a lot of experience in organizing events, right? Through the road track. And,
Yes,
Tell us
that's
about that.
definitely. So I started off back in Interact, which is during high school. So during high school, we would have multiple board of directors where we come together once a week, at least like during club times, and we try to host an event, whether it's online, or we try to host events such as cleanup, or we try to create some sort of food wastage event where we have buckets. There was once where we have like a bunch of buckets, and we told every student that we are holding this event where it's not really an event, it's more towards just like a food wastage. We are changing it to a fertilizer, right? So it's something to help the school with. So we realized there's a lot of food wastage in our canteen, especially after lunch, where everyone just throws all their extra food into the basket and everything, into the trash. So we collect all those food and we turn it into a fertilizer, like a organic fertilizer for like the plants around the school and so on. And in road track, we also have a bunch of events such as beach cleanups. We also hold events for workshops. For us, we did a self-defense event before, just to help people or teach people for free, of course, like how to take care or defend yourself if anything were to happen. So I had like friends from the Taekwondo club and so on. So we brought a few of them, including our masters, over to make sure that they're okay with teaching the new people how to do a few of the self-defense moves and everything else.
If you were asked to do, a corporate communications type of plan with regards to publicity and elevating the brand's profile in the marketplace, which are the kind of brands that you would be excited working for?
So for this, there was this one video that I saw that actually gave me, not really saying gave me an idea, but it made me want to do these kind of campaigns, right? So I watched this, it was like a year ago, like not very recent. There was a PR campaign from Heineken. It's like the beer company, right?
Yes.
So Heineken, they had this PR campaign where they were talking about work-life balance, right? So a lot of people, they showed the case numbers on like how many percentage of workers work overtime and then just end up getting too exhausted and then pass out, something like that, right? So all those, what they did for the video, that campaign is they had a bunch of, which was actually a little bit funny as well to me, which is why it was quite catching. They hired all the cleaners, the office cleaners.
Yes.
So what they did is they have customized vests, like those very thin normal vests where you see in like those construction sites, right? They have a QR code at the back of their vest. If you see me, means you're working over too late overtime. So in a way, they are making sure all the workers who eventually see any office cleaners, you know that you're working too late, you're going to be exhausted. Scan the QR code, you get a free drink on us, and you basically just go home. So that's what they did to, in a way, it's fun, but also meaningful.
Social good.
Yeah, social good. Yeah, that's one thing. Yeah, so I want to probably create campaigns, something like that, to reach out to not just one company, but also to the audience, to other people and as well.
Well, Adam, that is a very interesting observation that you've made. I'd like to suggest to you, since you're looking for a job,
Oh, yes, sure.
go ahead and create these things or develop thoughts like these. And instead of waiting, be more proactive, because thinking is a very expensive exercise.
Definitely.
A lot of people don't want to think, as you can tell. We are creating, human beings create technological tools so that they are smarter than human beings. I don't know what the human is going to do after that. Whether they're going to AI do the thinking for you. So what are you going to do? Not think, or Of course, they say, "Oh, I can do other productive things." That is bullshit,
Yeah, I agree.
So this observation that you made about this QR code, and that it's a very powerful idea that you spoke about. In the same vein, in the same light, you also can create on your own. Don't stop creating, is what I'm saying, because it will make very exciting stories. Because in an interview, when somebody asks you, and you are already coming up with this,
I already have something to pitch out.
That's
what
right.
I've already done.
That's right.
That's true. I agree.
So, like I said earlier, the PR industry 10 years ago is different from now, because 10 years ago we had Facebook, we didn't have IG or
Instagram,
whatever,
TikTok, all that.
But I don't know whether the textbooks have changed. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like some of them did change, but in terms of the points or like the key points, not exactly everything changed. Maybe like the minor points on like the textbooks, those maybe rules, a little bit of here and there, a little bit has changed, but I wouldn't say it's completely different.
The fundamentals are there.
Yeah, the fundamental, the structure is still the same. Yeah.
So moving forward, of course, you will get a job and you will move on and
I
will
hope
become
so,
and all that. What is your ambition, or rather your goal, say in 3 years' time?
In 3 years' time, definitely for me, I don't want to stay in one place. Not saying that I want to move to a different company or any sort, but like I want to try and climb the ladder in terms of not staying just as fresh graduate, or let's just say if I do get hired as an executive, but of course I want to push myself to the limits and hope to be a manager or just in a higher position, climb that ladder, the corporate ladder.
Adam, we want to wish you well.
Thank you so much.
And we are confident that as you move forward, you will grow and learn. The path is winding.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you so much.
There's much I also learned, especially in some of the thoughts the ideas you were talking about. And all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of another episode. I was talking to Adam Ang, a fresh graduate in public relations. I believe that he has the acumen, the talent, and the potential to grow in our industry. So join me in wishing him well, and thank you for tuning in.